Earth Maiden Arjuna, Arjuna Chikyū Shōjo Arujuna, Chikyū Shōjo Arujuna, lit. Earth Maiden Arjuna, is a Japanese anime television series created by Shoji Kawamori. The series follows Juna Ariyoshi, a high school girl chosen to be the avatar of time and entrusted with saving the dying Earth. Arjuna aired on TV Tokyo from January 9, 2001 to March 27, 2001, totaling 13 episodes. The DVD release Arjuna, director's cut featured remastered video and sound, and a previously unbroadcast Chapter 9. Subsequent reruns of the series on Animax include the DVD-only episode. Tubi TV later added the series. Plot. The story opens with Juna telling her boyfriend Tokyo that she feels too cramped in the city and deciding to take a trip to the Sea of Japan. On the drive, they get in an accident caused by a large, invisible worm-like creature, and Juna dies. As her spirit leaves her body, Juna sees the dying Earth. The planet's suffering is visualized by worm-like creatures similar to the one that caused the accident that killed her. Known as the Raja, they vary in size, from microscopic bacteria to those entwining the planet. A young boy named Chris appears before Juna and offers to save her life if she will help the planet. She reluctantly agrees and is resurrected. Supported by Chris, Tokyo and SEED, an international organization that monitors the environment and confronts the Raja, Juna must use her new powers to stop the Raja from destroying Earth through humankind's destruction of the environmental systems of the planet, and Chris can only hope that she can fully awaken her powers in time to save the world. In the near end of the anime, Chris is revealed to be responsible for summoning several Rajas and was taking rampage all over in Japan, causing everything including their modern clothes. This forces Juna to fight Chris and the Rajas for the sake of the people that she cares about when SEED tries to put her to safety. It is during this time that she finally understands how to fully awaken her powers and saves everyone. When Chris is defeated, and after realizing his mistakes, he dies and disappears. Juna, satisfied to see her friends and her boyfriend Tokyo one last time before dying for the second time, tells them to eat the Raja, and Tokyo discovers that the Rajas that she defeated was made by food and water nutrients as he grabs it, stating that they can survive to live once more. Characters. Juna Ariyoshi Yujai Shunai, Ariyoshi Juna, voiced by Mami Higishiyama Japanese, Maggie Blue O'Hara English, Ara English. A girl in the 10th grade who is recognized by Chris to be the avatar of time, to save the planet. A Magatama bead embedded in her forehead symbolizes her powers. Besides possessing powers due to her Earth sympathy, she is an ordinary teenage girl. She has a difficult time understanding her purpose and is unsure how she is supposed to help the planet. Her personal life is also distressed, both with her mother and sister, and especially in her uncertain relationship with Tokyo, whose thoughts she cannot figure out, and who similarly never manages to understand her feelings. While she attempts to succeed in her job, she cannot understand the message Chris is trying to explain until the very end, when she realizes the meaning of becoming one with the target that she repeats from the beginning of the series. Chris Hawken Kurisu * Hoken, Kurisu Hoken, voiced by Yuji Yuta Japanese, Brad Swale English, Whale English. A powerful entity who appears in the body of a young boy. His efforts to revive Juna left him crippled, but he can still leave his body when the situation demands it. He is unerringly kind and patient with everyone, including Juna, despite her misunderstanding his words. He repeatedly admonishes Juna for trying to fight the Raja. Why do you kill? Claiming he never asked her to do so. Cindy Klein Shinde * Kurine, Shinde Kurine, voiced by Mayumi Shintani Japanese, Brittany Irvin English. A young orphan whom Chris rescued, leading to her unwavering devotion to him. She is a telepath who acts as Chris' translator. She seems to take an immediate dislike to Juna. She is arrogant and rude towards her, and says negative things about her even when she's not around. This is presumably because she feels that Chris's crippled condition is Juna's fault. Tokyo Oshima da Daoshifu, Oshima Tokyo. Voiced by Tomokazu Seki Japanese, Andrew Francis English. A normal teenage boy addicted to video games and fast food. He is greatly concerned with Juna's safety, not realizing he is powerless to protect her from the forces she must face. Though Tokyo is witness to Juna's tribulations, he cannot fathom what she is going through. Though he doesn't understand Juna's situation, he is very patient and does his best to help and protect her, even in the face of a Raja attack. Sayuri Shirakawa by Sayuri Shirakawa Sayuri Voiced by Aya Hisakawa Japanese, Tabitha St. Germain Englishish in English. A classmate and friend to Juna and Tokyo. She knows nothing of Juna's role as savior, but tries to help her deal with what she sees as nothing more than emotions from her confusing personal life. Although she never says it directly, it is very obvious that Sayuri is greatly infatuated with Tokyo, even though Juna, her best friend, is dating Tokyo. She tries to fight her own feelings, swinging between pushing Tokyo away by setting him and Juna up. With Juna absent off fighting Raja, Sayuri can't help herself from moving in on Tokyo, but Tokyo's response to her is minimal. Teresa Wongu and Teresa. Voiced by Japanese, Samantha Ferris English. A member of Seed. Bob Babu. Voiced by Japanese, Trevor DeVol English, Vol English, Vol English, Vol English, Vol English. Yukari Shirakawa by Atsupu, Shirakawa Yukari. Voiced by Japanese, Brenna O'Brien English, now O'Brien English, Ian English. Sayuri's little sister. Kimitoshi Shirakawa by Jun Toshi, Shirakawa Kimitoshi, Rakawa Kimitoshi, Kimitoshi, Kimitoshi. Voiced by Japanese, Danny McKinnon English. Sayuri's little brother. Sakurai Injing. Voiced by Japanese, Michael Dobson English. Juna's math teacher. Mr. Oshima Dadao-san, Oshima-san. Voiced by Japanese, John Novak English. Tokyo's father. Dajima Dao. Voiced by Japanese, Ron Halder English. Mizuho Oshima Dadao Mizuho, Oshima Mizuho. Voiced by Japanese, Nicole Oliver English, Ver Englishish, English, Ver Englishish, English, Ver English. Tokyo's stepmother. Hiroshi Shirakawa by Hiroshi, Shirakawa Hiroshisha, 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 Hiroshisha. Voiced by Japanese, Ward Perry English. Sayuri's father. He dies during the Raja outbreak. Kain Ariyoshi Ujai Kain, Ariyoshi Kain. Voiced by Japanese, Elena Burnett English. Juna's older sister, who becomes pregnant near the end of the series. Junko Ariyoshi Ujai Zunko, Ariyoshi Junko. Voiced by Japanese, Fiona Hogan English, in English, in English. Juna's mother. Masaharu Ariyoshi Ujai Yajai, Ariyoshi Masaharu. Voiced by Japanese, Iligabe English. Juna's estranged father. Themes. As is clear from the title Arjuna, the series is highly influenced by Hinduism, as well as Indian culture in general. The story was inspired by the Bhagavad Gita. Note that the series is set in a pantheistic vision in which it emphasizes the connection between all elements of the earth. In episode 2, Chris's chakras are shown on the monitor screen, which are also adapted from the Hindu concept of 7 chakras inside the human body. The antagonistic Raja, while mispronounced in the anime, refer to Roga, the disease caused by the wound on earth itself. Arjuna's bow, Gandhiva, is the real name of bow used in Mahabharata by Arjuna, and her mechanical guardian Ashura is based on the Asura spirits of Hinduism. The setting for the show, Kobe, was chosen by creator Shoji Kawamori for his personal fondness of it, and the city itself plays a prominent role. with famous buildings such as the Kobe American Park Oriental Hotel and nearby Ferris wheel showing up as common backdrops. The idea of living in a city is a main theme, with both Juna and the Roger rebelling against how removed from nature modern life is. An idea which Kawamori presents, although in a problematic and sometimes contradictory form, is natural farming, not to be confused with the mere absence of chemicals that is often meant by organic farming. Natural farming involves letting nature grow as it will, not removing weeds or bugs, or using any fertilizer. The old man Juna encounters in episode 4 explains the need for this return to nature in order to sustain life in the long term, a sentiment matured by the creator during his Asian journeys, not only India, but Nepal and other countries as well. Another theme of the show is that of the disconnection between emotions. The author himself introduced the work back in the late year 2000 by declaring in an interview, "We live fragmented lifestyles that eat away at our future. That is why I created a character that can truly see the world as it is." In episode 7, Invisible Words, Juna is able to read the words in the minds of everyone around her, yet still cannot understand their intentions. She sees in Tokyo's mind that he has been asking Sayuri about a ring and assumes that he has been cheating on her, when in fact the ring had been for her. Juna and Tokyo's feelings never reach each other successfully. In episode 8, while talking on the phone, Juna finds her spirit in the room with Tokyo. Despite her even embracing him, he has no understanding when she tries to say that she is with him. At the same time, Tokyo actually says he loves Juna for the first time, even though he is at the same moment not feeling her love at all. This idea is later visualized in episode 10, when Tokyo is having an argument with his father. Juna is able to see their angered thoughts flying at each other, and entirely missing neither of them hearing or understanding the other. Media, episodes, music. The anime's score was composed by Yoko Kanno. Director Shoji Kawamori says he instructed Kanno that the music was supposed to sound feminine, despite some of its use in action scenes. She used Indian music as a partial inspiration, which matched that of the show. Other tracks are more experimental and otherworldly. The vocals were done by Gabriella Robin, Maya Sakamoto, and Chinatsu Yamamoto. The soundtrack was released on the CD Arjuna, Into the Another World, and on a no Minato. Arjuna, Into the Another World. Early Bird 2, 9. Awakening 7, 57. Chloe 3, 19. Time to Die 2, 51. Second Life 3, 5. Diving 2, 37, 37. The Clone 2, 5. Feel the Circle 1, 36, 36. Aerobics 3, 23. Omega Blue 2, 47, 87, 87, 87. A Drop of Time 0, 51, 51. Resonance of the Earth 1, 57. Prophet 4, 7. Before Breakfast 1, 15. Bells for Her 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Motorcycle 5, 11, 11, 11. Diamond 123. Mamasheba 6, 9. Kuki to Hoshi Air and Stars 1, 8, 1, 8. Aqua 6, 29 and 89 and 89. Mamasheba instrumental version. Ana no Minato. Goldfish 158. Enka 3, 5. Moaru Spoke 3, 19. Butter C3, 42. 8136. Shizukana Seikutsu 2, 27. Didn't It Rain 2, 35. Sanctuary 2, 33. Girl with Power 4, 51, 51. Asura Jitaka 2, 49. Teresa 2, 42, 42. 1415. Seigo no Mamasheba 3, 10. A Pair Genki Theme 0, 26.